Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at some more Cars 3 diecast. Thanks to the new DVD release of the movie, we got a bunch of restocks across all types of stores. Most things I found in front of me are from Walmart. Walmart got a huge shipper of the 2 or 3 newest cases, as well as a dump-in. Some places got an end cap. It was like they just stocked everything. Which is good and kind of unexpected because most Walmarts are just piled up high with A case and B case still. I still have Walmarts that have probably like over 100 A and B case cars just laying there. No one wants them. No one's touching them. So I was like, oh, they're never going to restock. So luckily the shipper kind of fixed that. I'm not even going to try to figure out what case this is anymore because the cases kind of got out of hand. It was like A, B, C, and then it's like, okay, well, Target gets F case, and this gets G case, and H case is over here. And it's like, I don't even know what case this is anymore. This is the second newest case, mostly, or the couple newest cases. The next case out has, like, the Junior Moon and, like, the other Legends, and it has the Rusty's Cruise, and haven't found that yet, but you'll see a video on that one to find that wave, too. But the kind of shipper thing had both that case with the posters that we took a look at in the last video. The case that had things like, what was it? It had the Cruz Ramirez. It had the Roscoe, the ticket guy, like all that. That came with little posters. It comes with that case, so if you haven't found that yet, you can find that now, and then it comes with this case after it. So then we just hop right into it. Probably the most popular ones in these cases are the next NASCAR drivers. So here we have Ryan Inside Laney, or Ryan Blaney. This is a very nice looking paint scheme. It's a metallic orange with some like bright kind of honeycomb blue. The wheels are a light blue metallic. Ryan Blaney's sponsor is Blinker, which I'm guessing is headlights or something. I don't remember. They don't really talk about the movies very much. Or not the sponsors in the movie. They never really mention it all beyond Rusty's. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of the NASCAR fans will be picking up these drivers. More so than any other cars. But not bad at all. This one has rookie stripes, but they're very, like, not yellow. So they're just kind of faded in there. It's kind of weird. Got taillights, got headlights. At least they would start putting names on the bases. I'm guessing that would take too much money because that way they can't reuse, they can't reuse a base for 5 different NASCARs, but whatever. Some of these are easy to remember, like these NASCAR drivers, but it would be fun for like some of the random drivers, like, who is this? Like 10 years from now, you look back at a diecast and like, who the hell is this? So, a very, very nice release. Next up we have Chase Race-A-Lot, also known as Chase Elliott, who is lime green for some reason. Maybe they're going for the Mountain Dew looks. I mean, you can kind of say that's the Omni Craft Orange car. That's sort of the, what was it called? What was that purple car? Lidos, whatever. I guess it'd be Mountain Dew, but this is still, I don't know. This one has a lot of that kind of reflective chrome on the hood and on the side decals. The wheels are just kind of a regular lime green. His sponsor is Vitaline. He replaced Brick Yardley. If you remember in the movie, that was like he kind of replaced Brick Yardley somehow like an hour before the race started. So, there's that. He has rookie stripes again, but again, they're kind of a darker orange. They're not really yellow. And yes, these are different molds. Or are these two? These two might be exactly the same. No, see, they are different. A lot of these aren't completely different. I can tell that one's different, but it's kind of weird. They're kind of using some molds over and over again, but there are enough different molds that they don't all look the same. Which is kind of the same from the old movie. There was, some that were, some that weren't. There was probably like 3 different body styles or so. Not a bad car. And now we've got Bubba Wallace. Or what is it? Bubble Wheelhouse, I think. They tried too hard with the names. They could have just left them like Dale Earnhardt Jr. was Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the original movie. Mario Andretti was Mario Andretti in the original movie. So, tried too hard on the names. This one's a metallic purple with some light kind of bluish purple. Has some little like bubbles. Transberry juice, I'm guessing, is like a drink. Well, it's probably oil, but it's probably like a soda drink in this universe. He has just solid black wheels. Which is funny that really not a single one of these people are in their numbers next year. Ryan Blaney's going to the 12, Chase Elliott's to the 9, and Bubba Wallace is to the 43. So every single one of these is inaccurate now. The only one that is accurate from this movie is, I guess, Daniel Suarez, because he was the 19 and he's still the 19. Well, as far as you know. He's coming back in the 19 next year, isn't he? But this one has rookie stripes, again, kind of like an orange. But, you know, what can you do? Out of these three, I think Ryan Blaney's is my favorite. Just the bright orange with the light blue looks very, very nice. But anyways, now let's get into some other new releases. Let's get these three out of the way. Got a couple more Lightning McQueens. More importantly, here's the new one. We have the Rusty's Lightning McQueen. Quality name there, Mattel. Just Rusty's Lightning McQueen. That really breaks it up there. This is the look that he had in the very beginning of the movie. The look he flipped with and wrecked with and everything. Because, you know, he had this, then he flipped, then he was Primer, and then he had the kind of more Cars 3 continuous look. And then you had this. This is kind of the regular Cars 3 McQueen that is just labeled as Cars 3 McQueen. Had it for most of the movie. It was what the Racing Center one was wrapped over and then eventually shredded off of. But now we have the beginning of the movie, which seems kind of backwards. Really, the one right at the beginning of the movie didn't come out till now. That took way too long, Mattel. The beginning of the movie look should be, like, out first. But whatever. Also, this one does actually have the little yellow lines on the red rims, which they didn't put on the Cars 3 one, which you just saw, but for some reason they put on this one, which looks great. I hope maybe we'll get a variant of this car down the road that has it, because he did have the yellow lines on the wheels on this other look. So pay attention to this Lightning McQueen, because I'm sure a lot of people just see a red Lightning McQueen at this point, just like, oh, I don't need it, I already have it, skip. But this is actually completely different, so going to want to pick this one up too. Not a bad look. I kind of like the text on the side in the lightning bolt, but I don't really like the half lightning bolt on the hood. That just looks kind of weird, but I guess that's their logo now. I don't know. Very, very nice. Next up, we have a new Demolition Derby racer. We've got Patty, who is a, I don't know what to call this thing, a little compact car. Rust in Peace. There's another variant of this that, like, the colors are a little bit different. It has a lot more black, like the roof is mostly black, where this one's mostly gray. Every time I've seen this car so far, it's been this version of it. If I get the other version, I'll post that out in a video. Mainly for the fact that you can probably tell, take a look at variants based on one car sitting in the back there. But this is an okay car. It's really nothing special. I don't think it's one that anyone's going to really be worried about. It just looks like a really weird... The eyes look kind of creepy. They're like really far apart and big. Got like buck teeth. I don't know. This is just not a really interesting looking car. But glad we finally get it. So it has a black wheel on the back and a white wheel on the front. But like I said, I still do like these Demolition Derby cars are all their own exclusive molds. Well, except for one or two that are coming out later, but I think that's nice. Now we have... What's this? I don't even remember what this car's called. Like Runaway or something. I don't know. It's kind of a lime green with some red flames. Has eyes painted on the back. So I guess if he's doing a wheelie or something. I don't know. See, the back is like straight up in the air. And it's molded to be like that. That is cool. Number 11. Barely even see his mouth down there. This one's a little bit more unique. I kind of like this one. Like I said, when I initially saw this movie, or not when I saw this movie, but like when this diecast line first came out, I wasn't really sure it was going to get me the Demolition Derby cars. But, you know, the more I saw these diecasts, the more I just wanted them, and now I do want to get them all. Don't think, so far the only exclusive is that T-Bone one. Now why don't we talk about variants for quickly? Yeah, that was good grammar. Here's one new one. We have Francis Beltline Cruz Ramirez. One has the black line on the windshield, but more importantly, it is now a matte finish instead of a metallic finish, as you can see right there. And they're doing that a lot with cars. Like, here is Francis Beltline, shiny and matte. Here is Taco, both shiny and matte. Here is Miss Fritcher, shiny and matte. So I'm not sure why they're doing this all the time. I mean, these kind of matte finish new variants do make a lot more sense. I'm pretty sure most of these were matte in the movie. This is the version with the stop sign. Is the stop sign any different? Nah, it's about the same stop sign. It looks a little bit more like silver than it is gray. I don't know. Like I said, we're up to 3 variants now, because you had this first original variant with that other stop sign. Then you had the variant with the regular stop sign, and now you have a matte variant with the regular stop sign. So you Miss Fritter correctors are going to be getting a lot of stuff here. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I've heard there's also a variant of him that's shiny, but I have the matte version, so I don't know. But that's definitely something to look out for. I think the matte version definitely does look better, but if you got the old version, there's a reason to get the new version. It's pretty much the exact same car otherwise, but just the matte finish. Now, of course, got a couple new deluxes. We've got Mr. Drippy, the water truck from the Demolition Derby. There's also a variant of this one that has like a solid brown like tank right there, where this one is like black with brown speckles on it, which looks better. But this one is also matte. This thing open at all? Guess not. This is kind of a fun character in the movie. Just like as in the middle of the Demolition Derby, just driving around spraying water on the ground while everyone's crashing and dying around him. Need a bath, hippie? Call Mr. Drippy. Guess it's Cartman sponsored. Diesel B. Very nice car. This was very... I'm not sure if there's a shiny version of him, too. I know there's a shiny version of Arvery or Avery or whatever the hell you say his name here. But I didn't find it until I found this version. And, you know, if I know about it, I'm only going to get the matte version. I don't really have a reason to get a shiny Demolition Derby car. That just doesn't make sense. The matte version makes more sense. I think there's also one of the ambulance. What was the ambulance's name? Dr. Damage. I think there's also a matte version of that, because I have a shiny version, so I have to find that now, too. Come on, Mattel, lay off the variants already. This is kind of cool. It has like a roughly spray-painted 00 on it. It's got like the paint dripping and everything. It's kind of cool. Has a bunch of bumper stickers on the back there. Not sure what any of those say. Very, very nice. Now we have a couple exclusives out of deluxes. We've got the tractor, which is basically the same old tractor we've seen before, I think. I don't think this is really any different. Just another re-release of the tractor. Which I'm surprised they never really just had, like, a regular release tractor. I don't think they have. They probably have. But, like, it's really hard to find, like, tractors. I think they would just be, like, something that was, like, laying around. There was, like, 10 of it every store or whatever. Because there's something that probably people want to get a lot of. But that's that. And then we have this right here. One of the kind of field combine, whatever you want to call this thing. These are in the background of when Mac was driving to the Rusty's Racing Center with McQueen. They were just kind of, there was like 5 of them in the background tending to a field. These are both part of the Radiator Springs Classics line that is exclusive to Toys R Us. There's also a red in there that's exactly the same as the other red, so I have no idea where the hell they thought that was a good idea. But, except you can get a tractor and you can get this, which is a completely brand new release of something. There's also some new singles that are exclusive to Toys R Us. It's got like the Primer Lady McQueen, the Blue Ramon. It's got a new Sally. Haven't found those yet. So whenever I find those, you'll see those in the video too. But I was really happy to find this one. This is probably the one that most people are going crazy for right now, because this is the like full-on exclusive. It comes packaged with this thing detached. You just kind of snap it into the back. This is just really cool. Got brown mud speckled all over the thing. Also worth pointing out, I did find a couple more of these little mini ones. If you remember, I did a video on all like the number 1 through 12 of these mini ones a while ago. I found these in a Best Buy. The only 2 new ones they had. There's a whole new set of them, but you got the Florida Ramon and you have the Rusty's Fabulous Lightning McQueen. So, be on the lookout for that. It's like number 13 and 14 or something. Also worth checking out some discount stores right now. Because here's one of the Walmart road trip cars, and I found this at a Marshall's, which is like a discount clothing store. I heard it was, so I went to one, and boom, I found this, and they also had the Lady McQueen with the hauler. But, so if you're looking for older stuff, TJ Maxx is getting stuff, Marshall's, Five Below, which is where I found this, the Transforming Lady McQueen from the first movie. So if you're you want some old stuff, I'd say go check out all discount stores you can find. Also new right now, we've got this Jocko Flocko Mac. If you remember, this was part of the Demolition Derby scene when they were going incognito. They had just a nice tarp placed over him, and he was, you know, not Mac. Nothing to do with Lady McQueen here, just Jocko Flocko's party supplies. Which is kind of a reference to the Jocko Flocko monkey that Tim Flock had. But this is actually the Rusty's Racing Center McQueen, or not McQueen, Mac, which we still haven't actually gotten. You can see that it is like the Racing Center, like, metallic version. Are we really not going to get that? They gave us this before the actual Racing Center Mac. There you can see on the back, Rusty's Racing Center with the chrome foil and everything. This It's cool. This is like a full-on molded tarp. You can see it is actually over the stuff on the roof. It's not just like painted on. It's literally like a tarp over the top. It's even got the molded like straps around the bottom. Very, very nice. So that is pretty much everything new. Said, nice to get some more new stuff finally. Because it has been pretty bad. Like I said, I found that poster wave and then I didn't really find anything since then. So, mildly annoying, but what are you going to do? Here's a packaging. That is basically the exact same packaging. Really nothing special on this wave. Doesn't say anything. There you can see Pile Up is the name of the green one. Where you can see Patty, Chase Race a lot, Rusty. See, it is just labeled as Rusty's Lightning McQueen. So, now let's talk about there. So if you want these cars, I'd say go to your Walmart right now, because they probably have a shipper or a dump-in or something with the new cars in it, so that is definitely worth checking out there. Good luck if you're looking for anything in this case. And now I'm just going to be looking for that next case with the legends and everything. Hopefully I can find that. That's actually showing up in the shipper and dump-ins instead of these, which kind of is weird. I kind of hate when they, like, different stores get different cases and stuff, because then that just makes it confusing. Somebody's like, oh, but this case found this, and then I found this, but I also found that, and then it's like, what is even out right now? Which, that's kind of what happened, because they're so piled up everywhere, but luckily this was a new case, so I'm glad I found it. This Jocko Flocko is actually part of the display, too. The shipper has some singles, some deluxes, and some haulers. Also has the 5-pack, so if you haven't gotten that 5-pack with the T-Bone exclusive, then you can get that. I think there's also one with a piston cup racer that I never got, but whatever. But I haven't continued to say, this has been a review of more Cars 3 Diecast. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.